What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and this was a complete surprise and shocker, pretty much like all of the other sneak peeks have been. I was actually pretty blown away by Sneak Peek 4, but let's see what we got here. Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Recently, the world boss Mephisto, who has captured the souls of superheroes and villains, suddenly proposed a negotiation. It looks like he's ready to make a deal. Agents, stay aware of his hidden intentions and fearful powers, and check out what deal he wishes to make. Mephisto? So let's watch this. Look at that, look at that. What in the... What? What? So we're getting Mephisto. And the shocking thing about this is I think a lot of us really thought that we were going to get him in the mid-month patch. We were all just speculating. We really didn't even know. But now we know we are getting him. And I got to tell you, that kind of puts some players in a bit of a predicament. And the reason being is a lot of us, including myself, I just made the video about Professor X, wanted the tier 3 Professor X. Well, Mephisto is going to use blast books. He is a blast villain, right? And we also know that, especially because of Null, that we're going to need 12 books for Mephisto. So if I do decide to tier 3 Professor X, which I want to do, you never know how long it's going to take before you get those blast books again, or before you get any type of books again from World Boss. And knowing that Mephisto is showing up right now, I'm just like, oh my God. Because you're pretty much betting that Mephisto's going to be stronger than these other characters. Look at Null. Look at Null. Look at the impression that this character made. He's the only character that has, he's got chain hit damage. He has 5% pierce. He has the decrease all damage received. He has native remove all debuff. This guy is stacked. This guy is stacked. He has ignore iframe, right? Some people even use him in PvP. He has this nice attack buff, right? 45% crit rate and 35% all attack. He's got this sweet heal. This character is absolutely amazing. And he's got the gain guard break immunity. The HP does not drop to 1 or below for 6 seconds, which means he can't die. And then he gets a recovery of 75% of max HP. So you can play with them very carelessly and still survive. And you can only imagine that they're probably going to do some similar things for Mephisto. And you can pretty much bet that Mephisto is going to be a native tier 3. Like I said, here we're probably going to need 12 blast books. Now, for me, and I know a lot of you players don't have this luxury. You don't have this. I actually have 1, 2, 3 books. I actually have 3 books that I can use. However, I would still need, let me see. If I use the 10 books for Professor X, I would have 3. So I'd still need 9 more to do Mephisto. And who knows how long that would take. And that's kind of the thing that is a bummer about this. Now, I am really excited. I'm really excited because we've seen how strong Null is. Now, something you can also expect is that we're going to have to fight in World Boss. We're probably going to have to fight Mephisto 10 times. Get a bio every time you fight him, just like what we did with Null. We had to do 10 runs against Null to get 10 bios, so that way we could start leveling him up. And it's going to be the same thing with Mephisto. We're going to have to fight him a bunch of times to level him up. And what I'm curious about is, how are they, what are they going to do for Mephisto? Are they going to give him Pierce? So I'm just going to go ahead and take off these strikers. We'll just put a healer in there for hell of it. And we're just going to look at Mephisto's skills here because, well, crap, we got inventory here. Let me clear this out really quick, guys. All right, sorry about that. Okay, go back in here. So what are they going to do for Mephisto? Well, let's take a look at his skills and see what they could do for him. Now, Mephisto actually has a lot of chip damage. We're just going to go ahead and use Odin. Now, we pretty much know that there's no way they're going to do the whole thing where he gets the rage, where he runs around in a circle, right? But could this be one of the skills? Throw out some flames like so? Maybe this here? That would be dope, right? All 5 of those flames coming at you. Maybe have a guard break setup. That would be cool. And look at the AoE whenever he does that. Look at the AoE. Can you imagine something like that in PvP? How freaking cool would that be, right? Very, very cool. So let's move on to the next phase. All right. Now we know that we just bypassed all that. So let's see what he does here. So this skill actually does some chip damage. Now I wonder if we're going to see this X. That would be kind of cool, but I don't know. That there's probably going to be his basic attack, what he just did there. When he starts ramming down. Let's get out of there. Let's go ahead and take him down a little bit. Alright. Didn't want to go to too high of a stage, make this too difficult. Because we really want to just look at these skills. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this here. Alright. Alright. So we saw in that little preview that Mephisto is going to be a giant monster. Now how freaking cool is that? And these attacks here actually do, you know, some chip damage. So I wonder if he's going to have like some kind of, wouldn't it be really cool if Mephisto would be like the first character to actually have a dot effect that would actually work? Wouldn't that be cool? Something at least unique for him, and then just knowing that we would actually have a dot effect that actually works in Marvel Future Fight. I think that would be pretty damn cool. Okay. Now we get into the next phase. Now this is what I'm really curious about. Are we going to see this? Is Mephisto going to get really freaking big? I mean... And then, now we know we're probably not going to see this skill here. He's probably not going to do this. This is going to be a World Boss exclusive, I would imagine. Right? But this here, maybe we would see this. Where he swings his tail. That would be pretty cool. The hands coming out of the ground. Maybe something like that. There really is some different ways they could go. Actually, you know, the dot effect idea I think would be fantastic for Mephisto. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see that. Or that we could have. That could be some kind of iframe, right? Whenever he's a giant boss, he could be an iframe. And then this skill right here that he's doing right now. Like where he's a giant monster. He's kind of just coming at you and attacking. Now, I really wonder if he's going to get super big like this. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to get super big like this. I don't know. That could be pretty askew. It'd be pretty cool, but I think it'd be pretty crazy, in all honesty, to see something like that. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'd all be flipping out. We'd be like, oh my God, this is wow. I mean, this is wowzers. Although, you know, they could make him still get fairly big, right? Okay, pretty easy, honestly, when you got 6% pierce and like almost 100% energy attack. Yeah, you want to take him out here real quick? So I'm going to go ahead and pause it because I haven't cleared my world bosses of the day, and I actually want to fight Null, but there are so many different directions they can go with Mephisto. I mean, we do know they have some enlarging skills. I mean, Odin, you know, who we were just playing with, whenever he does his fist skill, he gets super big, right? So maybe they'll do something like that for Mephisto. You know, maybe they'll have that big circle where he's a giant iframe, something like that. It's pretty exciting, in all honesty, to know what we're going to get. The bad thing about it is, you know, I mean, for newer players or players that are just now clearing Null, they're going to be like, oh my God, now I got to face Mephisto and I got to face it 10 times to get the bios. But I mean, it is what it is, my friends. I mean, I know that kind of sucks, but that's just the nature of the game. So if you were thinking about tier 3ing Professor X, maybe you would want to reconsider it. I mean, I know Professor X is awesome right now, and oh my God, I want that freaking hover chair so much. And I'm going to get it because I'm going to buy the uniform. But man, I really want to tier 3 this guy so badly. And now knowing Mephisto's coming, it's like, oh my God. And then, of course, Mephisto's going to require lots of CCF and lots of resources, which a lot of us, including myself, who's, pretty much a mini whale, don't have. I mean, I have 1,700 EODs. I got 3,400, almost 3,500 TCPs, and I have, getting near 8,000 CCF. I still need to get speed books here too, but a lot of people, they're going to be really hurting on resources. So my advice to all of you is wait and see what happens with Mephisto. Wait and see how strong he is and whether or not he's going to be good in PvP, whether or not he's going to be good in PvE, and maybe the game modes that you prioritize as far as deciding where you want to play. I'm pretty much betting that Professor X is going to be good in PvE. I'm pretty much betting on that. However, you never know. They might do something like what they did with the Defenders, where maybe they'll give him some kind of leadership where he could be good for PvP. We'll have to wait and see. But all in all, I'm super excited, quite shocking. Let me know how you're all feeling about Mephisto and what kind of effects do you think he's going to have. And I stream on Twitch at Reset Sunday through Thursday. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.